But the thing
No!
is, dude,
Look here,
like,
Tim.
You're not
Let me.
saying
Hold on one second.
Tim,
Tim,
I
here's
know-
what you said. You
you
said
guys didn't listen to it. What
Tim, I
said,
listened
like about
and took.
cinema
I did.
today.
Hold
I'm
on.
a box
You took
office
notes,
person that
man.
talks about it.
Tim, I took notes.
I did
okay?
take notes.
You said the government's distracting from the pandemic. Let's use the actual examples from the actual guy, okay?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Can we do that?
Wait. No.
That's
That's what I said.
What are we
You're
supposed
only
to do
worried about the
without
immediate
them, though?
future.
Why do
You're
I
only
care
worried
what
about the
happens in
immediate.
7,000 years?
Loud noises.
Oh
Hold on one second. So they, Blaine, I want to tell you about this. They dropped the film. I don't know if you watched on Netflix. It was actually pretty success because there was national cloud around it because Obama helped kind of produce
Leave
this.
the world behind
It's
or whatever.
called
The world
Leave It-
behind, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's very important to talk about that because they had like the smart cars, which are run off the internet, right? You have a smart car, they run off the internet.
Smart car is just a brand.
Yeah, but no. So a lot of the stuff like GPS and everything are kind of run off the internet, and so they can tap into the system.
GPS
So
is a little bit different. It's not really internet.
Yeah, but
it's
like they
satellite.
know your
Yeah.
they know your location.
Who
That's
they?
my point. Everyone
Yeah.
knows. Like once
The
dude,
baddies.
once someone taps in, like if you tap on that, I don't like having the location thing, but once you tap into that, they know your cell phone.
They already
They
know
know
where
where
your
you
cell
are.
phone is. Your cell phone has GPS.
Your cell phone that's tracked by your carrier.
Because it's on. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
they always know where you
And-
are because of your cell phone.
Yeah.
By
yeah.
they, I
what
mean
I'm saying
your
is
provider, and thus through them. the
All right,
government can
so
ask and
therefore-
wonder where
Nim,
that
I
phone
think
is.
that's
Okay.
old news, isn't it? Or is there a new girl who's claiming she was
No.
essayed and-
So this is what I'm saying now. Like a lot of this stuff is run off Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and what they did in this movie, they made it seem very realistic. Like they made all these smart cars. They tapped into the system, which are Wi-Fi available, Bluetooth available,
Mhm.
and like they literally blocked up the roads, and like then they had Obama working on it. I know that makes it kind of scary. But like they met up with other actors, whatever. Like there's some actually real actors in this, and it's pretty scary to kind of give information. He's like one of the guys had like a cell phone, a special cell phone that gets signal from everywhere when everyone is cut off from the world. Like
A
it was
GPS
very
sat
scary,
phone?
bro. Yeah, but like no one else was getting signal. It was like a government phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can get
So
sat
I
phones.
suggest you, I suggest you watch it. Like I'm explaining it wrong, but
No,
like,
I understand the
mean,
concept. I've heard people conspiracy about this. Yeah, I've heard about this
Yeah.
kind of thing a lot.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's like 100% true. Obviously not, but like I feel like there's a sense of realism where it makes it worth watching.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And
you've heard
Jason
it
Bourne
today, you
movies
heard it
feel
before.
real
Wow,
too, but
it
they
takes
aren't.
time to get around. Yeah, I'm pretty. If it isn't, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there were multiple of those where someone was like, "They virtually assaulted me," or one of that kind of crap. Wouldn't shock me, but it is very dumb.
I think it's happened a few times now. At
Is
least.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of this in cinema today and like film, it's based on stuff that has happened, but they kind of expand on it and make it ridiculous. Like look at like a lot of the James Bond movies. Look at like a lot of the Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible movies. I'm not saying it quite to the extent, but it makes you think, right?
Yeah,
there has
like-
to be some sort of
No, there
espionage
doesn't
and
have to
spy
be
stuff.
something behind that. There doesn't. That's
Yeah,
literally
like,
just
those are
make-believe.
sheep.
Remember
You
Return of
don't
the Living
you
Dead?
you don't
Remember
think
the-
you don't
No, I
think-
don't. I don't know
You
what
don't-
you're gonna say, but I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I think to an element there is, but
I'm not
I don't think to the
superstitious. I don't
extremity.
believe in ghosts.
It's not.
Use the
No,
stuff.
It is
no, bro.
superstition.
I wasn't talking about ghosts. Like what?
It's
the hell?
basically the same thing. And when you're talking about these
Okay.
ethereal things of the government doing this and that, yeah, it is.
No, I don't think it quite goes. And I have my other stuff about UFOs and all that stuff, but like I think there is like a little bit of element of that. I'm not saying the extremity. I don't think there's a James Bond and all that, but
There probably is a James Bond. Why would there not be?
I mean, does it matter? Like, what can we do about it? It's like woohoo and so
nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
But
But
whether
like
it's
I
true or
feel
not.
like I feel like they're like you should be self-aware. Like don't be like yeah, we go to our 9 to 5
self-aware
jobs
about the
and
government
we-
that hates us and wants to kill us all.
No, I
Well,
never
shit.
said that. You're saying that.
What
You're
are you
saying.
saying then? Where does your conspiracy end? What's the end goal of your conspiracy, Tim?
I never said any of that. I just
What is
like
the end goal of
saying
your
these-
conspiracy, Tim? I'm curious because I hear
To
a
make
lot.
you
I want
think,
to know.
Serranos.
Yeah, I
is
wanna
to make
know.
it
you.
makes
It's
me think.
What's
about-
your theory? What
yeah,
do they
you're-
want us to do?
Yeah, Serranos, you're putting words in
What
my
is,
mouth. I'm
what
just
is your
saying-
theory? What do the government elites want us to do? Why are they tracking us?
I'm not saying anything. It's just to be self-aware.
Self-aware
That's
of
my
what?
goal, dude.
Yeah, but what does that do?
No, just
Just like, oh well.
You mean generally about the technology that exists?
Quickly, Blaine, pull up Richmond, north of Richmond. They'll tell us.
Oh,
You'll tell us.
Richmond, oh, the Richmond.
Oh, that's what I told
Wait a
Steve the other
minute.
day. Is his ending song is almost as good as Richmond, north of Richmond.
It is. pretty
Serranos,
funny.
your song is not written.
What do you
but
guys-
I will hang out until it is.
What do you guys think of the UFO stuff? It's pretty
It's
wild.
bullshit. It's literally just distraction from the current government situation. The fact that they're ineffective.
The aliens
Is
are
it?
dolls. But, what do you mean?
What is David
think
Grush-
it's-
A whole bunch
I think it's deeper. I think
What is
it's
David
deeper
Grush
than
talking
that.
about then?
David Grush.
The world is flat. Darn it!
Oh God.
I'm
The
just
guy
kidding.
who went in front of Congress, the guy who ran the entire UFO like.
What did he say?
he just
He
He
said
said
they have
literally
biologics.
nothing. He said nothing. They didn't
He
show
said-
anything.
Other people have told me, blah. And
he
then
said he
said
interviewed
things.
40 people. He interviewed 40 people.
Yeah.
He did say he cares about national security. That's why he's not really.
Until they actually
America.
show me the literal aliens and we see the
And
scientific
not the
study
Latin
done.
American one.
Well, Serranos,
yeah,
how
but-
can you deny the
Serranos.
fact that they have been normalizing these articles? Bro?
Normalizing
Yeah,
what?
like before.
What are you
like,
talking
hold,
about?
hold on
Bring up
one
an-
second.
Bring up an
Be-
example of what you're talking about them
hold on,
normalizing.
Hold on,
I'll
Serranos,
put-
hold on.
Blaine.
What?
Blaine, can I bring up
Fight,
the
fight.
like? Can I? No, I'm not fighting.
No, I
with
just
him.
wanna see what
I
you're
like
talking about.
Serranos.
I'll fight with anybody.
Yeah. No, we're not fighting. I like Serranos. But what I'm saying is the fact that like a couple years ago, they used to call this conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
But then they were trying, like with Serranos, I agree with the fact they were trying to like mitigate, or they were trying to like distract us. I agree with that notion.
Most of the
But
stuff,
now-
what I think is most of the stuff around the UFO is literally just the government drumming up news to cover up other news they just don't like. That's
Yeah,
literally all it is.
exactly. But
No.
well,
you mean
Serranos,
no?
I agree with you. Yeah, go ahead.
He didn't say anything in front of Congress. He said a bunch of people told me it's real, bro. That's literally what you sat and
It's
watched.
not the government trying to cover up other things. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
What are they covering up?
It's not a government-wide conspiracy. It's a, oh shit, what should we say?
Congress,
I don't know. Maybe you saw something out
It's
your window.
literally the
And they're
current
like, "Oh,
government,
yeah,
the
cool."
Joe Biden administration,
It's a bunch of
using
Republicans.
press
and-
to-
Sloppy Joe.
using press to distract from their current.
I don't.
Well, then
know.
why is a bunch of Republicans like on board, like the Congress people going to these meetings and like freaking
Congress
out over it?
people who
Why
want,
is Tucker Carlson all involved in it? Like what are you
because
talking
they
Because
want
getting-
Jewish space lasers to
I was
be
gonna say
real.
getting attention is just beneficial because it gets you more money.
Oh, so you have to
It
change your
literally
theory
can-
then. Then your
It
theory is
doesn't
wrong.
change the theory.
You
You
mean-
said
It's the
it's
same
Joe
theory.
Biden. Now your theory
No,
is that
that's-
people want attention.
You
Yeah,
you
you
asked,
contradicted
you
yourself.
asked why
Serranos, you moved the
someone.
goalposts.
That's
You
why
said
someone
It's
would
not
go with
Your
goalpost
point of
moving. Why?
Republicans. That
You asked me a
is
different-
like
not.
once
You
you
asked me a
say,
different question.
once
Oh
you
my God.
say,
Why
hold
do
on,
you
hold
go
on.
and cheer at a football game?
Okay, hold on.
No,
Lofty,
Because
why
you
do you
think
cheer at a
Grush
football
is
game?
you
Once-
think David Grush is a
once-
Democrat? Have you seen his Joe
No.
Rogan appearance?
It
Well, then
doesn't
why
matter
is he
how
on
much-
it?
I want to follow that path of reasoning. Okay, why do you?
Why do
Um,
you cheer at a football game?
Because
Kiddo,
my
that's
team
a
is
great
winning.
cat. What is it? in?
Okay, now why does your team play the
Your
game?
name is Dave.
To
See
win.
Abigail.
So they have different
that like her
motivations, but you're
better? Is that
all
like a weird
working in
act?
concert together when
Debate.
you're at a game, right?
Nice.
No, we have the same motivation.
No,
I want
She's
them to
getting
win, and they
annoyed
want
that
to
I'm
win.
not touching her.
No, I think that's like apples to oranges. I think that's an entirely different conversation.
How is that different?
Wait,
Because
Okay,
it was a
so
goalpost
I gave you
move,
my
and then now
theory.
You
you're
keep
covering
saying
up
goalpost move, but you
for-
don't know what shifting goalposts is. If
I do know what
said
it is.
A
Hold on,
is how
Blaine.
you beat me, and then you do A, and then I say,
Blaine.
actually, you got to do B. You're asking for further explanation of what somebody else's motivations are, and I'm
Okay.
explaining them.
Okay, let me explain my opinion.
It's gonna
and if
be
you
an
don't- if
hour,
you-
bur you
No,
don't
it's
have
gonna-
an end to your
it's-
opinion.
It's gonna be 5 minutes.
All right,
dude, or
timer's
two-
on.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be 2 minutes, dude.
Do it.
I let you know. It's your channel, right? So, like, the fact is, he was talking about Biden, and once we brought up this thing, it was obviously like you guys thought you thought it was flabbergasted. I mean, Lofty agreed on it,
Flabbergasted?
but so why flabbergasted? I said flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Fiber
Yeah,
Why
blown
can't
keep
we?
going.
blown out of the store, dude.
Why can't you acknowledge? Okay, maybe you just don't know. But David
Keep
Grush
going.
has been meeting with Congress, and they've had like behind.
I
have you
was
seen
well
any-
aware of the. I saw.
Did you
one of
watch
them
it?
on-
Yes, I watched all of the
did.
David Grush things. That's how I know he didn't.
I didn't watch
actually
all of it.
see
I watched.
anything.
I watched some, and I looked for some
Okay.
summaries after. So I was like, "Yeah, this is boring."
Okay. He went on Rogan. Did you watch that?
Yes.
No, I didn't want to watch that.
Okay. What is okay? Let me ask you this: if he's right, wouldn't it make sense that they would try to hide that shit? Like, why
No.
would they want everybody to know about aliens? It would cause mass panic, mass hysteria.
Would it? I don't think
Yes,
it would.
I think people would just be like,
Lofty, it literally
eh.
didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm saying it would if there was
David
direct
Grush
evidence.
went to the public to talk about how there's aliens. We have alien bodies. Nothing happened.
That's because nobody believes him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
'cause they
not
didn't provide
saying
any
anything that's
evidence.
real.
So I guess it's like if somebody
not your-
walked around
that's
and
not
was
your
like, "I'm
point, though.
Jesus," you'd be like, "Mm-hmm." No, but
I
I'm
asked
Jesus and I've
you-
returned.
I
So?
asked you if it was real, and wouldn't that cause mass hysteria? You said no because he already proved this, and now you're saying
You're saying, weren't you saying it's like, yeah, it's definitely real?
You're
because he's
saying
it.
why would they hide this?
Not saying
Because
that.
if people found out, there would be mass hysteria. That's exactly what you said,
yeah, that's what I
word for
said.
word.
You
Okay.
just denied it when
and
I
then you
asked the
just
question.
denied it.
No, you're misunderstanding.
You're not
How is the
speaking
difference
clearly.
between it.
No,
If
you guys are misunderstanding.
You're misunderstanding.
I agree with Lofty.
It's
All right,
very
hold on,
simple.
hold on. I
It's very
promised
simple.
Tim 5 minutes.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
double down
Hold
on
on.
this.
Hold on. I promised Tim 5 minutes. Tim, you've got 5 minutes.
who's Tim?
Tim's talk.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Tim. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Lofty take over. I already had my little argument, and people are gonna watch on the
That stops
playback.
nothing.
Lofty, I want you to take over.
He's
So,
got the
it's
time.
all-
It's so simple. I'm sorry I forgot your name, Tim. This is the first time I talk with you, I think. But it's so simple.
Yeah, this is the first time we met. I know.
It's so
Call him
simple.
Adam.
What's
If-
so simple?
If the government, okay, just hypothetically, if the government has UFOs and biologic like alien DNA and bodies,
Yeah.
and they show that to the world, and everybody's like, okay, this is real. It would my theory, in a lot of people's perspective, it would cause mass hysteria. It would also, part of that is because it would be a global race to like side with these people or like try to figure out the technology, and like it would be a disaster.
How
Now-
would they be getting the technology?
What is
from
the
American
disaster?
government?
The disaster is a lot of people would be questioning their faith. People would be like freaking out. People would be
Wow.
panicking. People would be what because aliens
Well,
are
I guess
on
I
our
should not
planet.
say. Yeah, why would the faith be changed when the Christian?
Because
I don't know about the Muslim
Scientology
faith,
is
but I'm gonna
real.
assume Abrahamic
people
faith
would-
don't
Well,
really
the
say
faith
anything
would
about
be.
aliens.
Hold on, the faith would be changed because they're extra.
Some
the
people would
ET,
say
right?
Well, yeah. If we find out they came from like Andromeda Galaxy or something, then people would be like, wait a minute, well, what the fuck? I thought Earth was flat. I thought the Earth is 10,000 years
Okay,
old.
so flat earthers are going to be upset, and this is the end of the world to you?
Okay,
No,
Lofty.
no, I'm just saying there's a lot of religious people that
No,
believe the Earth
dude,
is
there's not a lot
6,000
of
years old.
religious
No,
people
we're
that
being
think
hold on.
flat
We're
Earth
being
is the real
hyperbolic
thing.
here. Like once we
I'm
get
giving
new
examples.
evidence or
I'm giving
like
examples.
outer
Let's use the
experiment-
actual examples from the actual guy, okay?
Wait a minute. Wait.
Can we do
You-
that?
Wait, no. You don't.
No,
think
we can't look at the
wait,
guy's actual testimony?
No, we can't because we have to get through this one thing first. You don't
What
think
is
if
this
the
thing?
aliens, you don't think if aliens were like confirmed by the world, that they would cause mass panic.
No.
What do you think? What do you think would happen?
It would be just
I
another
think the sun
Tuesday.
would rise tomorrow. That's what I think would happen.
I didn't say the world's
Well,
going to end.
because-
What the fuck?
You said
You
mass
said mass
hysteria.
panic, mass hysteria.
Yeah,
What is that?
But you're assuming what I mean by that is like everybody's going to start killing each other. That's not what I'm talking about.
What then?
That's
What's
not what
going
it
to
is.
happen?
So then, what's bad about
The markets are going to be affected. People are going to like start.
Why are
leaving
the markets
certain-
going to be
Wait a
affected,
minute,
Lofty?
you're saying
my
it's going
God.
back to
Stranos,
money.
Stranos, hold on. Stranos, hold on.
So obvious. Oh,
Lofty, what is going to happen to the markets if aliens get announced?
okay. A lot of people are going to panic. People are going to start.
What are people going to do in the markets when
People are-
aliens get announced?
People are going to start hoarding. People
They're
are
going to
start
invest in
prepping.
Raytheon, Lockheed, and
There's
NASA,
going to be
and they're going to
there's gonna be
make
hoarding- wait, wait,
millions on
wait.
the new space budget that everybody's going to expand.
there's going to be people that are panicking. There's going to be countries that are
What is panicking?
cutting
mean?
off
Wait,
ti-
wait, what does panic mean?
if the
I need you
government,
to define
if the
these
U.S.
things.
government.
No, Lofty,
the
you are
US
saying
Hold on.
general things. When you say panic, what does that
I'm-
mean? Because we
I'm
had
assuming-
hordes
I'm assuming
going to
we're-
the stores buying
I'm
toilet
assuming we're on
paper,
the same. Yeah. That was
right?
just a small
and we all
virus.
survived that. That was fine.
Yeah, but that was a small.
Oh, excuse me.
Look. I'm assuming you know what I'm talking about. If the,
No,
if
no,
the-
no. I need you
have
to
to
define
explain
what
it.
you're talking about because you're getting into the realm of like.
If the
it
government
could be
has,
nothing.
if the United States government has anti-gravity technology, okay, and nobody
That's
else
a different
does,
claim. That's a different claim.
That's the only claim that's the main claim.
No, it's not. Aliens is the main claim.
I'm
But,
not talking-
Lofty, let me
Nothing
ask
else
you
on-
about. Hold on 1 second. Let me ask you. I think I understand what you're going with.
I'm
Make
s-
it universal.
I gotta stop
what-
for a second because
Hold on,
anti-gravity
hold on.
technology is
Make
not
it-
going to make people panic. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
what
People would be
Lofty,
stoked.
I see what.
It's a matter of like
Hold on,
national
hold on.
security versus like World War III versus like, if the United States has this technology and if Russia doesn't or if China doesn't, we're gonna start like we're like imagine if
If
we
anything,
were,
anti-gravity is going to be used for production to fuel
Dude,
the
could
war
you
effort.
imagine
Hold on.
if
Let
it
me
flips
let
up
him
their
finish.
hands
Stop
and
Imagine
flips
interrupting.
up
imagine
Let him
if
finish for a second.
imagine if the U.S. was the only country in the world that had nukes. Like there
Yeah,
would be a big.
it
Would be
was.
a totally different. No, not really.
Yes, it
For a
was.
While
Yes,
it was.
Yes, that's literally how it works. 'cause
No.
they,
Yeah, but
they
Mom,
invented
what-
nukes
talking,
first. Nobody
everything
had
else.
nukes.
Everybody-
We
but-
made the first nukes.
What are
There
you
was a
talking
time when
about?
America was
And-
the only country with nukes.
I know, but the point was that was
We
an
sold in China.
unstable. That was an
No.
unstable time period. And okay,
The unstable time period came when Russia started making nukes. Then the instability began.
do you guys have wait? Do you guys have no forward thinking at all? Like,
Do
okay,
you have no historical context?
if the government just revealed that we've been harvesting alien spacecraft for the past like 100 years,
Okay.
do you have like does your brain think in terms of like decades in advance of like what the ramifications are, or do you just
Dude,
go, oh, that's interesting, and then you
The
like wake up tomorrow and brush your teeth?
explanation is, oh, that's why we got supersonic tech. Oh, that's why our internet started to grow. We start to understand why we've made such incredible technological advancements. Are there going to be some dum-dums that are like, the government, I knew it. I knew they was doing it. And then they're going to go back to their wheat growing job and nobody cares. It is not a crazy panic. It's not a big deal. And we will just continue to harvest the alien tech.
I think
If it even exists, because
You're also
all of
ignoring-
these things that Gresh has said, was informed by, was told by, was
So many
alluded to.
no one's gonna trust the government ever again. It's gonna be a disaster,
Wait,
dude. It's gonna be
Nobody
a disaster.
trusts the government really, unless they're stupid.
I think Lofty
Nobody
thinks that
trusts
if
it
aliens
now
are real-
after the Helter Skelter reveals.
Oh, not
Half the
really, man.
country-
We had the whole pandemic,
Ha-
dude. Like the whole fucking
Yeah.
asinine. I'm not even gonna say the name because I don't want your channel to get kicked off, bro. We all
So how
experience
does
this
aliens make it any
asinine
different?
bullshit. Well, because I feel like it's
how is it going to be the
think
breaking point?
you mentioned before, it's not a breaking point, but it's a distraction. I think a
How
lot of
are you
this
going back to
is
my
a
argument? You
distraction.
can't just like loop back around and move your goalposts over there.
Well,
I'm not letting you switch the side of the field around, Tim.
All right. So you can't have your cake in it too.
You're right,
So
that's
let
why
me
I'm
reel
stopping
back
you
to
here. You
Lot-
can't switch
all right,
around.
All right. So no, it doesn't. Well, I disagree with you because you can have two friends that you agree on both sides that you don't universally agree. You can't like be an extreme, right? So I agree with Blaine and what he's saying, but I agree with what Lofty is saying, right? You see what I'm saying? It
What do
doesn't
you
mean
actually
I'm
agree
like
with,
that
though?
extreme.
Because you don't really say what you agree with. You just said you
No,
agree
no, no, no,
and you
no, no,
disagree.
no, no.
You don't actually define
saying-
what your belief is.
He's saying that there's going to be some people like Blaine, because Blaine's one of them apparently, that don't care, and which is true.
Blaine's a robot. I think
And-
Blaine's a robot.
You know, I just think that the revelation of aliens existing is
Yes,
so
Blaine.
far ahead of everyone's comprehension of like what it's the most. It's like we discover. I can't even compare it to anything. It's like it's
Okay.
it's
Oh, that's
incomprehensible.
adorable.
How is that
So-
incomprehensible?
Okay. In terms of what the ramifications are, if we find out that we can traverse galaxies in the matter of
Meanwhile,
seconds.
Blaine was not paying attention the whole time. He's fighting Pokemon.
He was
I
literally taking notes.
I'm literally have notes, Tim.
I don't know. I was just having fun, bro.
Oh no,
That's
was
alright.
being jumped by the titty mons.
Yeah, they look like freaking Charizards that mated with Mewtwo. I don't know, with blankets. I don't
Look
know.
up Salazzle. It's like that.
Salazzle.
Blaine,
Salizzle?
what happens if America loses all of their nukes for some reason and we're fucked? Like okay, would you say we're fucked at that point?
In
I
the
don't know what
current way that the war is waged, no, we would not be fucked at that
No?
point. No.
Who would have our back? Like how would we defend ourselves?
We have a bunch
With
of
everything that
other
isn't a
countries. We also have a bunch of other countries that have nukes on our side. If America
Okay.
loses their nukes,
I'm just like
Yeah.
trying to figure out what your logic is.
What do you mean? What my logic is? You're the one who's
like-
trying to like say that
Like
there's
if
gonna
the
be mass
like
panic
power
because people find out.
imbalances. Yeah, like power imbalances.
How is there a
Look up the
power
main
imbalance?
person
If this
chat
has been
then.
happening the whole
There-
time forever, how would this be suddenly a power imbalance?
Because you're assuming that they've harnessed the technology, right?
What do you, wait? What is your theory?
What
That we
they've been
don't
saying.
have the technology?
Yeah, my theory is what Bob Lazar and David Grush have been saying, which is
Bob
they don't
Lazar and David Grush are not people who work for the government in the sector that is working
dude,
on the.
All I'm saying is, apparently we don't really know what.
No.
the fuck this stuff is.
Apparently, Bob Lazar and Grush don't know. Okay,
Okay, so
they were told
so,
by somebody, but they don't have all the details.
So you think we have Wi-Fi because aliens?
No, I don't think that.
Well, so if aliens existed like tomorrow, you would just assume that?
If they told me we got all this tech, all this stuff, and it's actually because we've been studying aliens.
It doesn't
and
make
this
any
is
sense.
How does that not make sense? That makes
Because
perfect
people
sense.
people make Wi-Fi. People make satellites. People
Yeah, you can
without
make stuff
alien
based on other
technology.
tech.
I like
It's just the
that.
same way you can like study anything. You look at how somebody else made it, you retro do it, and you're like, oh, we figured it out. Like maybe, like they wouldn't surprise me, but also it makes sense that they don't exist. Like they both are
Oh.
fine.
Blaine, pull up a Salazzle and then look at the pink thing.
No, Blaine, it makes sense that our evolution, the way we've evolved as a technological species, it makes sense without aliens.
It makes sense both ways, and you're
No,
insane if you
no,
can't see it
with-
the other way.
With aliens, it would add a whole new component. With aliens involved,
How does it add? What is the new component that's added?
the component is we have technology that we're not currently utilizing. For example,
Right.
probably intergalactic travel.
why
which
would we
No.
not be able
Doesn't
to
currently-
utilize it?
Yeah, and hold on one second because everyone tells me that I fence setting. I see it from both ways because I see what like you're bringing up good points on there, and Blaine is also bringing up good points there. There is no. This is my point here. So everyone
ahead.
go fuck themselves. This is the
Adam
this
Driver,
is the
let's go.
definitive point. Yeah.
Kylo
Kylo Ren about this. You know, I don't call people dumb or whatever. I think that's asinine. If
Yes.
they're your friends, just have
What
a
do you say?
conversation.
What do you want to
about
say?
it. And I think
Friends
that's
can be dumb.
important.
That's okay.
Yeah, but to have respect. But my whole point is like we're both having a legit conversation that makes sense. We're trying to find the truth. Maybe we'll never find the truth, but at least that we're having the conversation about it. And I think that's what like the issue with I see on the internet. People get all lost in this like.
Is this
bull
all you're going to be
crap.
talking about, Tim? Is you're going to be talking like generally about conversations?
people-
No. All right. So you want to?
Can we?
Right,
I know what you're saying here because you've gone through this thing before. Please move forward onto your next point. I don't.
Thank you,
care about this.
Geminier, in the chat. Thank you, Geminier.
Okay.
Well, I'm the. No.
I
yeah.
was gonna make a point about it, but like the thing is, it just like it depends on what side you're sitting on. But the thing is,
Which side are
just
you
like-
sitting on, Tim?
it's not that. But what I'm saying is the fact that at least we were having a conversation, and I think that as information moves forward, we can find that information and hopefully come to a collective. But I do think I'm going to pick a side here. I do think the government is like distracting us. I full-heartedly
Yeah.
I don't want to get your show canceled. I have some.
What are
things
they
I
It's not going to
distracting
get
us
us canceled.
from?
Just keep saying. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to say it, Blaine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just say what you believe.
Okay. The
If
pandemic.
you're talking about COVID, that shit, it doesn't matter anymore. The YouTube. I did a whole video about this, and they struck my channel, and then I appealed, and they fixed it, and
So
this was like a year ago. Nobody. No. All the YouTube rules right now. You can say whatever you want about COVID,
as long
and
as
it doesn't
no one
matter.
strikes the channel for copyright. So you're saying that the alien news
So,
is the
Well,
government
I still-
distracting us from the pandemic?
yeah, obviously, and I think this old bullshit. It was a fucking plan. Forgive my language. It's a pandemic. This asinine bullshit. Where like they condition it takes you 21 days to have a habit. It, Blaine. We all know
Is
that.
your
Like
town still
someone that's
locked
into
down?
fitness or anything like that.
Are you
No,
still
no,
in
no.
lock? Okay.
Wait a
So-
minute.
No, I'm
wait.
saying
We're getting-
I never said that. But what I'm saying is it takes 21 days to form a habit. I'm talking about like how habits are born, the
Right, I
psychological
understand
things that are
habits.
going on with that.
What is
So
the purpose?
like what I'm saying is the purpose is that we are reconditioned. The way we view films and everything going on within media. I heard you guys talking about it earlier, and
I'm laughing
it
at
just
Blaine.
like we're the way we look at film and consume it is different because the convenience which we're conditioned because Disney Plus, Amazon, all the social like the streaming services were trying to double down. They were trying to make that the new norm, to stick inside to watch the stuff, and you guys didn't see it. You guys didn't
Wait,
see
I'm
it?
so confused.
Like,
What's the point?
Wait,
the
I'm confused.
point-
You're
Tim,
talking
the
about
fuck
the
you're
pandemic.
talking about?
Wait, Tim.
Okay.
Tim. Do you think that that China do you think
China.
China's involved with Tim? Okay. Do you think that China, with all of their power and everything, do you think they caused the pandemic, or is there some other property that's
Okay, I don't know, I don't know. I feel like I'm just speaking to an audience from a bunch of deaf people. But the thing
No!
is, dude,
Here,
like,
Tim.
you're not saying shit,
Hold on,
Tim.
hold on 1 second.
I
Tim,
know-
here's what you said. You
you
said
guys
the-
didn't listen to a shit. What
Tim, I
I said.
listened
like about
into-
cinema
I did.
today.
Hold
I'm
on.
a box
He took
office
notes,
person that
man.
talks about it.
Tim, I took notes.
I did
okay?
take notes.
You said the government's distracting from the pandemic. They reconditioned us to view film and media different. It's convenient.
Through streaming
the different
services.
streaming services. Doubling down. Stay inside.
Yeah, but-
That's what you
wait,
said.
Wait. What does that have to do with the pandemic, though? I don't understand.
It has everything to do with it because film and cinema change from that.
Yeah, but listen,
That's-
China. China leaked the
No, they
fucking
Do
didn't.
COVID.
movies, does film and cinema run the world? Is that the theory here?
It's pop.
What
it
about
is.
cinema has changed since the pandemic?
Everything, dude. It's pop culture.
All of
We're
it.
all influenced by it. Like it's all
No,
TikTok.
no,
and
don't
it's
say
film.
what it is. What has changed?
Wait a minute.
Everything has changed.
What
dude.
has
What-
changed?
what-
What was
how
the
is it
situation
different?
before the pandemic?
Our-
and what's the
our-
situation now after
Wait,
it?
Our
Can I-
attention span has changed.
That
wait,
is
wait,
Your
wait,
attention
wait.
span has changed. I don't
Generally.
understand where this conversation is
your guys'
going.
attention span
let me
has
say
changed
something.
because
Wait,
you
let me-
can't
wait.
even listen to what I'm saying.
I am,
I'm
and
a
I'm
box-
taking notes, and
I'm
it
a
just doesn't
box
go
office
anywhere.
person.
It's not going
I'm
anywhere.
breaking-
I,
Okay,
Tim,
why
I
is it not
understand-
going anywhere? I'm breaking down the box office.
No,
for
you're
you
saying
and
the
how
box
it's
office is
working.
different, and I don't understand why that has to do with the fact that the government may or may not have been hiding aliens for years.
no, no,
Okay,
no.
all right, so I get you from that point. I jump from that that point, but what I'm
And I
saying-
also don't understand how they would start a worldwide plandemic, as you call it, just to get us to stay inside and consume streaming services. That doesn't make sense. Why
Wayne,
is that a
are
thing people want?
How could
I don't know. All right. I'm not gonna say any more because I feel like this is too extreme. So I'll
No,
say
no,
it
no.
behind. No,
It's not
no, because
extreme,
no,
it's
no,
just
it
confusing.
became extreme because people don't understand the full scope. Because
Yeah,
I've been noticing, I've been paying attention. So we can like go back to like specific points playing about the box office. I can perfectly explain that to you.
Box
But the other
offices
stuff-
explain the government's pandemic response?
No. Hold on. Forget all about that stuff. I
Okay.
can explain all the other stuff. This is my fault. I apologize, everybody. I'm not gonna say any more until we get on specific topics.
You never
This
said
is my-
anything, Tim. Like,
No,
let's stop
hold
there.
on,
You never
hold
said
on.
anything.
Wait a
Hold
minute.
on. No, but that's how Blaine perceived it. So that's on me.
Because you're talking
I'll
about like you
take
have to work
fault.
on these multiple levels to understand a single thing you're saying. You're saying it's like the government has this connected, Hollywood's connected to the pandemic to keep people inside, to keep doing this, to keep doing that, and nothing actually connects to each other because you don't have any of the connecting points of the people doing things for specific
Okay,
reasons.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That's my fault.
Okay.
You're just thinking in these
Wait.
conspiracy brain takes of how
Wait a
this
minute.
connects
No,
this, and
well,
this
I
connects this,
can
this connects this
connect all.
because of
I connect
obviously.
all these together. I connect.
You did not
all these
connect any
together.
of these together, Tim. You're
I
talking
said
about these
I
things that are
didn't.
supposed to
Hold
be
on,
connected
you didn't
in
listen.
your
You
idea.
didn't
but
listen.
You don't,
I
you
did.
don't put
I don't.
anything
I
No,
still
you didn't
don't
listen.
understand.
I said
different
I
points.
can, but
You
I
just
didn't.
say these points, and you're
Oh,
saying
you
you're
said
not
you
going to
didn't.
say it, which means you specifically
No,
are
I
telling
said
us,
I could
of
talk.
course I didn't
Wait!
explain it.
This is stupid. This is stupid.
Okay,
We're-
hold on.
okay, Wait.
All right,
Wait.
I already apologized.
your
Hold
guys'
on one
volume
second.
just-
I already, Blaine, I already apologized that I didn't connect them good enough.
Okay.
I already said that I would explain to us, like, kind of backstage what I mean.
You can explain right here. I don't
hold
mind.
on, no. Hold on. I take fault, and I already said this. This is the second time I said it. I take fault on all of this.
Okay.
That I said it twice. So what's the issue here?
I
Like,
just
already
don't
said-
I just
like,
don't
I
understand.
understand
I
what you're
want to
saying.
understand.
I'm listening. What you
I
guys
just
said.
I want to know. I
So-
want to know so bad.
No,
but-
I don't want to say it because you're not interested. So
What?
it's fine.
I'm not interested.
You haven't said shit.
I
Tim.
have a
Pretend
sheet of
Pretend
notes.
you said anything and saying like I can't really do this because you haven't said anything.
Wait, Tim. I can
You've
explain.
said
I
nothing.
can fix it. I
You've
can
made
fix it.
no
All right,
points.
Lofty.
No,
fix
I
it.
don't want to say anything because I don't want to be clipped. Like, so
No, I can
just-
fix it. No, nobody's gonna clip anything. I can fix it, guys.
Oh, whatever,
Tim-
Blaine. Blaine's gonna.
Tim was talking about the pandemic, and it's like it's a valid thing, and like I think we should all rally behind the fact that gain of function research probably caused the pandemic. Okay?
Yes.
And it's
Okay.
like,
We're
can we all
fine.
agree on that or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I generally agree on that because I can
Well,
just say
I'm
my thing is
ridiculous for saying
it
it.
seems the most
You,
likely
you
idea
didn't
is-
say that, Tim. You didn't say that.
you
You
specifically
couldn't
did, but I'm
have said
saying-
anything, and I
We had
told you
so
to
much
say
time
whatever.
for
But
you to
all
talk,
you said
and
was,
just kept walking
"I
in
like,
circles.
you know, you
okay?
guys think
You
about
need to
it,
stop
but
talking,
like,
Tim.
you know."
We need to start talking, okay? I'm gonna
All
say
right,
my
gangsta.
idea is
I
I
love
agree
you,
with the
Sopranos.
general idea
All right,
that
cook, bro. Cook.
Wait a minute.
COVID
came from China
All right, go
because of gain of function research that was
Wait a minute.
somewhat funded by America. And it,
Yeah,
well,
Fauci.
and they're just kind of terrible at their jobs, and that's how it got
Wait a
out.
minute.
It just happened.
Wait a minute. I like what he was saying about Hollywood. That's interesting. My problem is this. I think what you were saying. I think the pandemic conversation and the
Epstein didn't kill himself.
no wait. The
See,
pandemic.
you agree with me, someone. Oh my God.
The pandemic. Wait. The pandemic conversation and the social engineering Hollywood conversation are two separate conversations.
Completely different thing.
Why are we combining them? I don't understand. So
I don't know, man.
we don't have to combine them, but I mean, if I'd rather talk about aliens.
Okay.
We're playing like this freaking game based on like the Pikachu game, and we're still asking these questions. Congratulations.
I'm glad you continue to add nothing, Tim. Thanks.
No, thanks.
Okay. Blaine, what is going on?
I have no idea.
This is your stream.
I'm surprised that you think so little of humanity.
Bro,
I'm
surprised.
Thinking that hearing that alien technology exists would cause everyone to go crazy.
I'm not saying the world's going to end. I'm saying I can understand why a government would not want to reveal this information. That's all I'm saying.
Is that all you're saying? I agree with that.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is there's a lot of unknown reactionary possibilities that could happen if the government would reveal any of this shit. That
Lofty,
it could lead to any number of possibilities, and there's a problem.
It's not any number. It's a limited number of possibilities.
Right.
But you don't know what's going to happen. You can't predict what would happen if tomorrow everybody in the world witnessed a mass alien invasion or something. You don't know what would happen.
That's not what's happening.
Yeah, Pumpkin Man, it's Ranos. Yeah.
Where's the alien invasion coming from?
If there's an alien invasion
Pumpkin
and
Man,
we
Theranos.
don't have their tech yet, and they're going to mow us down like ants.
No. Okay. What I meant is that
we'll fight.
Listen, Pumpkin Man.
Pumpkin Man's not even talking right now. It's Pixel Man.
No, I love Pumpkin Man. By the way, I love you, bro. Fist bump.
Yeah, fist bump.
Okay, you know Bob Lazar was talking about anti-gravity, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Bob Lazar talks about anti-gravity.
You know that these ships apparently can zip in and out of time and space, basically, right?
I know they were told that. Have you ever been on a racetrack before?
Yeah.
Driving in a car on a racetrack.
No.
When you're driving in a car at high speeds on a racetrack and a car comes up behind you that's faster than you, or even the same speed as you, it can feel like it blips and zips out of space as it goes from one side to the other as it moves around you. And then you as a pilot then communicate that to somebody else, who then communicates that to someone else, who then puts it in a report maybe, or maybe not, classifies it. So I'm saying that a lot of this is very, very limited potential information.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now
this is where I've been the whole time, but no one wanted to go to the actual statements with me.
No, now
Lofty, you specifically said no, we're not going to go over that.
That was because we were talking about something else. Now you're saying you don't believe the reports. That's a different conversation. Okay. And I agree. I don't even disagree with you. Except there's so many reports that it's I don't know, man.
Are there so many reports?
Exactly.
I don't.
How many reports are there versus how many times we have test flights?
Well, first of all, you have to understand that they don't have a system to report these things, so they're leaking them to certain people.
Yeah.
Right? That's how they get out.
There's certain articles that
you think there is not a
that was my point.
You think there's not a system to report some anonymous event that occurs or anomalous event that occurs? You think there's no way that they can document that?
I think the hierarchy in the military is so strict and ridiculous and compartmentalized that most of this stuff probably just gets swept under the rug or ignored.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
Now I don't know, but I'm just saying. Anyway, I don't know. Like, are you saying you don't believe any of it?
I don't believe anything that Grush says. I don't believe anything that
What about Bob
Lazar says.
Lazar?
I
Why?
don't
Wait,
believe
wait.
anything that
Let me
either of
ask
them
you.
say.
Let me ask you. Do you think Bob Lazar is
Ooh,
lying,
Bob Lazar
or do
is
you
a
think he's
different-
confused?
I think it's all
he has been
bullshit.
asking people, and I believe he believes what he is saying. But I believe that he wants to believe what he is saying, and he is getting these bits and tidbits from other people, and he's like, "Yes, this is it. We're doing it."
Wait a minute.
I
wait a
think
minute.
that deep down, that's where he is.
So Bob Lazar reported that he was in contact and has like been working on these things, and he saw test flights. Do you think that he's lying about that, or do you think he's misremembering, or do you think he's schizophrenic, or like what do you think? What's your theory about that?
Test flight of what?
Of a thing that just like lifted off the ground and then like zipped around and then like landed without any propulsion.
Okay. So you're saying that his story, you're asking me if I think his story of him going
Yeah.
into a place, them making a thing fly around and then land is misremembering or not.
Yeah.
No, I believe that would have happened.
Okay,
I have no
what-
reason to doubt our ability to
what-
make that kind of tech.
What about the anti-gravity thing where he touched it and he couldn't touch it? Or he tried to touch it but he couldn't touch it.
I don't know.
What about the reactor that he took out that like supposedly like powers this vehicle?
Have you ever
I'm gonna say that
seen
probably
a
never happened.
magic show? Like this
Yeah,
kind of
that's
stuff to
illusion.
make things look like they do a thing, but they don't actually do it, that you can show off to someone and be like, hey, look how cool this is. It could be just a like, hey, we found this weird reaction that occurs. Let's see if the new guy wants to laugh at it. You know, these things happen all of the time. It does not mean alien tech. It does not mean that it's actually useful anti-gravity tech. It could be
Okay.
just a thing like with the semiconductors that we have now, or the superconductors that we have now, where we can make them float. We can make them spin in circles. We can do
So,
all this crazy stuff,
that's
right?
fine.
But if you go back 10 years even, you'd be like, damn, that's magic. Like, you would
So
not
your
even believe
theory-
that exists.
So your theory is that whatever he saw, he misinterpreted, and that it's probably something more like advanced technology that we've made here on Earth with human beings.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah.
Is that your theory? Okay.
I believe
That's
that
all I
way
wanted-
more than I believe it's going to be aliens. But
Well,
if
it's
it
more
was
likely-
aliens, then I
more
would still be like, meh, yeah.
Okay. If aliens,
And I think if aliens exist, that'd be pretty cool. But
yeah, wouldn't that be wild? Like, wouldn't you lose your mind?
hey, Leon's coming for the alien part. That's
Yeah, I saw you guys talking about aliens. I was like, all right, I gotta jump in.
Did
on
you hear
this.
me talking to Tim earlier and Tim talking to me?
No, I
You should
I
watch
just
that
started
back.
listening maybe 6,
And
7
Blaine's
minutes
gonna
ago.
have to cut that out because the streams.
Well, I just
we're
retweeted
talking about the
this, so maybe that's
pandemic.
why
Like,
people
the
are
stream's
pointing
gonna
out.
get taken down. Yeah. So you're gonna be able to see it, Leon. You're gonna have to watch the
Hi,
re-upload.
Leon,
hey,
have you
nice
met
to meet you,
Kidda?
Kitty.
You.
Nice to meet you. I've been in chat before, but that's
Yeah, I've seen you in chat. It's awesome to see you here.
yeah.
Blaine, Blaine? I mean,
Tell us about the
Leon.
aliens.
Leon, are you up to date with your David Grush, with your military reconnaissance, all that stuff? Like, what's happening?
Also, I will not be able to do that.
I like to
late
think
nights
so.
tonight.
My roommate is obsessed with this subject, so I hear about it. Even like I love following this stuff in general, but even if I didn't love following it, I would hear about it anyway because
Oh,
he is
maybe I do have to
obsessed.
stay up
So
tonight, man.
he's like Tom DeLonge, but overweight.
Okay, all right.
All right.
What do
Lofty wants to believe.
yeah, I do. I want to
Why?
believe that pilots. Well, I'll tell you why. I want to believe that pilots know what they're doing and that they know the difference between general technology and that we have access to and something that's like.
How many
borderline-
people in the military do you know?
No, I'm saying I don't know. In the military,
Specifically the Air Force. I
now,
would go with that.
like now or ever?
I got 2.
Currently. I don't know.
none.
Oh,
None.
I
know
have,
none.
okay. I have a
I can
family
tell
member
you
who
as
is
some.
former.
Okay, I live very close to an Air Force base, a Joint Base Lewis McChord. even pilots in the Air Force that get made fun of for being the nerds of the military are not the best. They're not the brightest. They're just the ones that will.
Okay.
To expand that a little bit, there's a lot of specialized.
I don't know what that means. That means nothing to me.
There's a
That
lot
just
of
means they're not
specialized.
these like genius, awesome.
There's a lot of
people that you
specialized
think they are.
skills that people need to
Expert
learn
pilots?
to be able to. That people need to
Expert
learn how to
pilots?
fly. Yes, there's a
They
lot of
are
specialized
experts
skills.
at piloting.
Yes,
And that-
specifically.
But
that's
they're also
basically what it
People
is.
too.
Wait a minute. Of anyone on the planet Earth, these people know the difference between a bird and a plane. Like clearly.
Okay,
They're-
what does that
they're
have
in
to
the
do
sky.
with? Why are we comparing birds and planes?
Because I'm saying of anyone on Earth, you would trust a pilot over anyone else to determine whether or not something they saw is a drone,
sky?
or
I
a weather
honestly
balloon, or
wouldn't because of the way that blood
is more
flow works,
trustworthy?
because of the way your eyes work. The machines.
Oh, the machines. Okay, that's my
Yeah.
point. The pilots are the most trustworthy people on the planet Earth in terms of
And
determining what.
you're
the
insane if you trust a human over a
I'm not-
recording software.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they are. 100%
No, I think he's saying of all the humans he would trust, the ones
Yeah,
he
I'm
would
not-
trust the most is pilots. Like he's not
Yeah.
talking about machines. Of all humans,
Like-
pilots are the most trustworthy
like
humans.
like if a pilot.
But in
if a
this
pilot-
case, you're just saying I trust the
Wait.
person who was in the room when the person was shot.
Yeah,
You're
but-
like,
but
oh,
no.
they were the closest to the event.
But listen, if a
I
pilot,
still don't trust them.
if a pilot thought they saw a UFO and they
Okay.
recorded it, and it turns out it's a bird, that would be embarrassing. That would be the most
Right.
embarrassing thing. That pilot would be like,
But who
like,
said
why-
it was a bird?
to be
well, a
fair,
lot
it was a
saying
very
bird.
big bird. It was an
a
endangered
lot
species.
of
Like,
people are
also
saying these are
to-
birds.
Yeah,
Also
very
to talk
fast
with-
bird.
I
on
don't
Blaine's
care what a
thing,
lot of people
or-
are saying.
I
You're
would say
talking
go-
to me.
Go
You
back
asked me
just
who,
a
and I
little-
told you.
I was gonna say
Well,
go back.
but I'm
just a
wondering
little bit
why you're
with-
bringing up birds when I haven't talked about birds once.
Okay.
I know Leon's here, and we normally.
say, yeah,
talk
I
about
usually-
birds.
I'm the one talking about
I wanted to
birds.
talk
I
about
was
the
waiting for that,
trustworthiness
yeah.
of people before we close the stream. Is the fact that people see weird shit when they have no connection to their brain because they don't have blood in their brain because they're experiencing G forces the human body is not meant to cover or hold.
That is true. However, Serrano, as a counter to that, there was this really awesome experiment done, and this was back in like 2009, where they took a regular everyman, a super in shape cop who was on the SWAT team, and then a pilot that had been trained for this for years, and put them in these simulated G-force instruments and had them type out paragraphs to see who could do it the most accurately. The everyman could not do it. He typed a paragraph of gibberish.
Yeah.
The cop, he did fine. He got like a 50% passing score. The trained pilot who has been used to these G-force for years, literally 100% perfect paragraph type.
Yeah.
So
that's part of the skill thing. Is like, yeah, you definitely get more used to it. But you could still go beyond your body's limit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only
Do you-
defense you have against
What's the-
these.
That's not a defense. Is the fact that he could just be lying.
My defense.
Oh, that's another defense.
Yeah,
My
he could
defense
just be
is
lying.
A, I don't believe the pilots. B, if they saw something, I don't know that it was actually moving the way they think it was. And C, why? Who cares?
Oh,
Or even
man.
if
I
it
wouldn't.
was
Hold
moving
on,
in a certain
you
way.
have to explain who
He's a-
cares
he's
because
an
I can
alien.
think of a lot of reasons to care.
aliens.
Well, who cares? If we're getting tech off them, who cares?
It would still
Okay,
be the
the who
greatest
cares
scientific
part
discovery
relates
hypothetically
to-
of all time.
How is that a good scientific discovery? Like, look, this smarter thing made a thing, and I grabbed it.
Blaine, you have to understand this. Your brain is wired differently or something. Because to
So
me,
is yours, Lofty.
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just
To
said.
be fair.
I just said. I said our brains are wired differently.
I thought
To
you said
me-
your.
To me, alien confirmation would be. I would sit in my bed and contemplate that for 12 straight hours.
Oh, so you'd be watching the thing
What?
on
Sounds like
What
a
would
weekend.
you
Like it
think?
would blow my mind to the point where I would question everything I've ever known.
Why? Why does everything you've ever known
It's
change
self-explanatory,
because aliens?
and I
it's
don't
not
know how to
self-explanatory.
explain
Because here's the deal: everything in your life exists.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, everything in your life exists if there's aliens. Everything in your life exists if there's not aliens.
Nah,
Why does your entire life
that's
fall
not
apart?
true. Hold
What
on, that,
changes?
that's
What
just a
changes?
religious
Blaine,
individual.
Blaine, let me ask you
Well,
this:
stuff
if you found
Or
out the
game
Earth was
controllers. Will my game controller stop existing if aliens are revealed to have been
no,
existing?
no,
tomorrow?
your game controllers. If you found out the Earth was flat, would that be
Okay.
any different?
No, it would make it very confusing
Life
why our
doesn't
current
change.
physics model uses a round
Yeah,
model.
that'd be
but,
very
like,
You
odd.
wouldn't wait.
I
You
would-
wouldn't. You
I
wouldn't
guess
just.
I guess I'd start believing in God a little bit more.
Here's the deal.
would-
You would,
okay,
you-
okay, okay,
You're
okay,
talking
okay,
about
okay.
like absolute proof that an entire study of physics and the way that we interpret nature doesn't exist versus there's another species.
I'm just
There-
trying to figure out.
No. Aliens also would absolutely fundamentally change physics, or
How?
possibly hypothetically change physics, because
could,
for
yes.
us, for us to get confirmation of alien for us to get confirmation of alien visitors here
Wormholes?
on Earth, they would have to have technology.
You're making a
that
lot
can
of
bend and break-
assumptions, Lofty, on
No, that-
wormholes. You're making a lot of assumptions on.
Right,
Okay, hold on,
exactly.
hold on.
But those are the
Yeah.
types of things that hypothetically
We
could come.
don't
This is
know.
why it would allow you to question. This is why it would have one question their own existence.
It
Because
Yeah.
is fair to think about it, but
Well,
I don't
but
think
also-
it'll change.
I-
Actually,
Wait a
change
minute.
But
specifically
She wants
if
to
stuff
say
for
we're
us, like,
catching
actually as
them
we're
and
living.
we have their ships locked up, it's not that
Wait,
crazy, is
Kitty
it?
wants to say something. Kitty wants to talk.
Okay, wait, I'm just trying to understand why would you yes, you question what else exists, but you still exist.
I know. I'm not saying I don't exist.
So then why do you sit
No,
there
I'm
for
saying
12
I'm-
hours thinking?
Yeah. It's quite
Okay.
crazy, it's cool,
I
but
guess-
then it's like, what does it do to your life? What do you do then?
think about how infinitesimally
it's all
small
mental,
our
it's all
knowledge of
mental.
the universe is.
It already
Like
is
that-
infinitesimally small.
We already
though.
know that. We
That's
already
a problem
knew that,
for
whether
future
there's-
people. Yeah, it's like
But
We're
not
gonna
it's
continue.
not necessarily. If we discovered alien life tomorrow, that is
It
no longer a
sounds
problem
like
for
you're-
future people. That's a problem for maybe 12 years in
Yeah,
the
but
future.
also,
there
it's
is
not
the
a
idea-
problem. You keep making
Yeah,
it a
it's not a-
problem. It's not a problem.
it's a cool
Well, no,
thing.
when
It's
I say
cool.
when I
Aren't
say
you
problem, what do
curious?
you
Aren't you
think when you say
curious?
problem? What do you? Because I'm referring to a problem as in a question that needs to be solved. No different than a math
But what's-
problem. Not
what's
so
the
not a problem
question?
as
What is the
does
rush
alien life
with it?
exist, and if it does, what?
We
what are
just
the-
got an
you know,
answer. It actually removes a problem.
Wait.
I wasn't
Wait.
finished though. I said, does alien life exist? And if it does, and then you cut me off. And if it does, what does that mean for the existence of our species, for technology, for religion, for the laws of physics? It opens up so many more questions than the answer.
Assuming
You
we've
solve
been
that one question, it opens up so many more.
Assuming
Yeah,
we've been
uh,
encountering these things for the past 100 years, and the government's been currently dealing with them in whatever way it's been dealing with them.
Yeah.
Why is it a big problem if it's like, oh yeah, we've been dealing with this?
Well, again, I
Why
think
does
using
that
the word problem
fundamentally
is unfair.
change?
I think it's more of it's a question. It is so, but it is
Wait,
mind-boggling to think about the fact that
Wait.
this could have been happening for 100 years, and we, the
You're
average
not-
citizen, don't know about it. That would fundamentally change the way we've looked at our world and our universe growing up. When you're in astronomy class and you're learning about the solar system and the constellations and this, that, and the other, it's astronomy is what I went to fucking college for. I wanted to be. I love doing high level math. If you had told me, and you know, as a junior in college, that you know that there was aliens, that would fundamentally change the sort of stuff that we were learning about in our college courses. That would change. That would probably change the math we use to calculate certain things, because we would have different understandings of technology. I don't understand
But
how
we
you
still
don't
understand.
get that.
I don't see it changing the math as way that you think it is, because our current math system also takes into account all of the relativistic math at the quantum level, as well as warp level, as well as all of these wormhole
Right, but
things.
these
We
are
have math that
theories.
explains
This
all
is
of that.
this is you're getting into theoretical physics. This
And
could
it just
confirm-
becomes an actual confirmed
right.
fact.
That is
What-
that's
Wait
how
a
science
minute.
works, dude. No, something starts off as you know, as a theory or as
Okay,
something that's
yeah.
So
not
it goes
proven.
through the normal scientific process.
right. And anytime we discover something new, that's
I know-
massive for the
Yes,
community.
I
How
was
is
gonna say it is cool that we have new stuff that we get to confirm, but that's just a continued turning of the wheel of science.
right? Which would be that's a penicillin. How was penicillin was amazing.
I was gonna
Penicillin
say it
was
is.
Wait.
And
Penicillin
perfectly
was a
understandable.
life-altering- Penicillin was a
Wait, let
me ask you,
humanity-altering
Blaine.
discovery.
Okay,
Blaine,
Lofty.
Blaine, is there anything you can think of in your imagination that would make you like like speechless in terms of
Yes,
like
yes,
what
okay.
we would just,
A
like come up.
horse-sized spider.
Okay.
If someone
Does
were to come
screaming
up to
count as
me
speech?
and provide me with absolute proof
Okay.
of something that would leave me speechless,
Yeah.
the fact that I like if I'm dead, if I'm not actually here, if I'm a ghost, like that.
Why
would be...
though? It doesn't affect your current life. You're still doing your thing.
No,
You're
he
still on
would
your-
be dead. Yeah.
But I would
Yeah,
be
so
dead.
No.
it would do.
It doesn't
definitely
matter,
would
though.
affect
You
his
tried
current
to
life
pull
if he
that
was
one,
dead.
Lofty. No, he would be dead.
If you're
You
dead,
don't
if you're-
survive being dead.
If you're dead though, you're still on the stream with me talking. Like it doesn't matter. Nothing changes.
No, but no, he wasn't actually.
That's your
but
logic,
I
isn't it?
wouldn't be because I would be dead.
But it wouldn't matter. You would just be like, well, okay, I'm dead. So now dead is alive and alive is dead. Like it's opposite.
Well,
now.
no, because then I would be alive, Lofty. That wouldn't make
Okay,
any
but,
sense.
but it's so all you have to do is like flip
Find
your
a
brain
different
around
example.
and say, oh,
let's-
okay.
let's try that.
So death. No, all you have to do is say
No, no,
death. Death is good, and therefore, okay, now I can continue.
No, that's
continue my life.
that's not it. You asked me if someone came to me, because then assumedly this would all be fake and none of this would be real. It'd be like, oh, you're actually a ghost and none of this has been working, none of this has been happening. Like that would shock me. I'd be like, oh,
This is
and that would fundamentally change my entire life because all of my life has been a complete fabrication.
All of your life
the
has been
entire time.
anti-life.
Right.
So I'm
Non-life?
not real. You're not real. So none
No,
of us
we're
are
all real. We're just not.
You're all
actually here
real. I'm just
talking
not
to Blaine.
interacting with you.
Yeah, we're all real. We just never talked to Blaine. That never happened. He never
Yeah.
actually existed.
I don't have a stream, all that kind of stuff. Right. Like that would be shocking. But that's a fundamental change of everything.
Okay.
We're talking about something that's been happening, been occurring, is a
is
perfectly normal thing.
addition.
Like we're saying the big wheel of like we get the next breakthrough. It's like cool, we
I
got the
just
next
like-
breakthrough. It's very fantastic. But like
It's very.
it's still not going to ruin the planet. It's not going
I
to
know.
create a pandemic. It's not going to
It's very
create
simple.
It's additional. It's adding information to what we already know. We
Yeah,
don't
but
know. a lot.
Leon
Maybe
and
no more.
I and other people are we're operating.
I don't
in a
think
different
Leon's on your
frequency.
page, Lofty. I don't think
No, I
Leon
don't
is
think he
saying
actually
there's going to
understands what
be
you're
a
saying.
worldwide catastrophe when we announce aliens. Do you?
A worldwide catastrophe? I
Possibly.
don't know.
Do you
I
think
mean,
there's going to be
there's
mass
that-
hysteria because aliens
There,
exist?
to be fair, I do put. I mean, I won't. Yeah, possibly. We saw how mass hysteria worked when COVID happened. Announcing that there's other life forms in the universe that have visited Earth. Yeah, I can't actually see mass hysteria.
But we're
happening.
not gonna
I won't
force
lie.
And
people
we
to
all
stay in their houses,
survived
though.
after that week of freak out.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that people. I'm not saying that humanity would cease to exist. However, I do believe that mass
Neither
mass
have
hysteria
I.
would happen.
No,
I mean,
I'm just-
the most famous
I'm-
line from Men in Black is "A person is smart, people are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it." That is one of the most true to life movie quotes of
People
all
are
time.
dumb.
what if? Okay, hold on. I'm just saying that like if aliens if aliens were
Oh, so
confirmed,
sad.
and me and you would have totally different experiences.
If aliens were confirmed, we would have totally
Yeah.
different experiences.
Yeah,
But you and I
that's a
already have
fair-
totally different experiences.
I'm just saying like some people are more like me, and some people
Yeah.
I guess some I
Go
guess
in your
people
cave
are-
and cry for 12 hours, and I will keep the world running. It's okay.
No, it's not just that. It's like it's knowing that there's these creatures that came from somewhere. Like my how can your brain not like
How is
rapid-
your brain-
cool.
Okay, I'm
I
not
think
How
done
is
talking.
your brain not excited? Oh, I can learn
How
about
can
this
your
new
brain
culture.
not just,
what if
like,
they've got
unravel?
new food? What if they've got new interesting places I can visit? How do you
Wait,
not
can you
get
see an
excited
apple?
about that?
I'm just curious. Can you see an apple in your head?
Yes, I can see an apple in my head.
Okay. You know how some people can't, right?
It's
like
not red, but
well,
I can see
no,
an
I'm
apple.
just saying it's like well, like when you're staring out of a window, when you're looking out of a window, like at the landscape, and you're going like, oh, this is such a beautiful, like you kind of feel like peaceful and you're meditating or whatever. Other people don't feel anything at all, and it's like they're just like looking, they have no feelings whatsoever. This
Okay.
is
Yeah,
sort of like
but
what I'm describing. It's kind of like what's happening here.
Very nice.
It's like when if a massive scientific discovery like this changes everything, like to the point where I am like almost comatose in my reaction, and you were just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go play Fortnite." Like it's like I can't even comprehend it. Like
I gotta
it's
say,
just-
Lofty, if you died tomorrow, I would still keep existing just like normal.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
So
Lofty.
But I
Yeah.
would be like, oh, that sucks.
No,
I
that's
like
where
being
I'm
on
at. I
stream
mean-
with Lofty, but it's like,
here's
he's dead now,
here's a
so
recommendation
that's where
for
I'm
you,
at.
Lofty.
That's where I'm at. I feel like a lot of people are where I'm at.
Here's what I need you to do
like
for
you're
me,
like
Lofty.
weird. Like I don't understand it.
Here's what I need you to do. I need you to go watch The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original. And when it's done, I want you to end it, and I want you to think through how you would react if you were in that movie. That way, when the aliens are announced, you're not going to spend 12 hours useless to us, and we can actually move on with our life.
Yeah,
Also, you better not stop
possibility of
breathing while it's
aliens-
happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
Scary
like,
enough on
we
its own.
use media so that we can already have worked through these problems and kind of know how we're going to tackle them. We know we know basically how an
obviously.
alien revelation would happen. So we would just be like, oh, cool. So this is the way we have to go. And you either do that or you don't. And so it's like, yeah, we'll just do that. It's okay. We're gonna make it through together.
I think you guys are actually your thoughts are crossed. So I think Blaine is talking about in the immediate, whereas Lofty is talking about in the long term. I could be wrong, but that's the what I'm
I mean, 12 hours immediately following sounds pretty immediate to me. So I don't.
Well, but
maybe.
no, what I'm saying is I think Lofty is referring to like the long term implications of what it would
Obviously.
mean
But the
for
long term implication is space travel, which we're already heading towards, and it just accelerates that
Is that
timeline.
really
Much
is that your
faster, yeah.
conclusion? Is that your
And
conclusion?
maybe-
really?
What do you
Mark,
mean?
do
Is
we
that
not-
my
do you
conclusion?
not-
What
do
else
you think it'd be
happens?
unrelated to space travel?
You just don't get it, Blaine. Lofty's thinking of
I
like
can't even.
interstellar
We're on two different.
wars.
Blaine, we're
Oh, wow.
Blaine. We're living in
So
two
tell
different
me,
universes.
Lofty,
It's not even-
what comes after aliens?
What comes after aliens? Time
Yeah,
travel.
what do we do then?
Time
What do we
travel?
do?
Wait,
Yes. I don't know. Do you know?
No.
Okay, you
time
get
travel
a
Well, no,
does not
actually, no.
exist.
Lofty's 100% correct. Hypothetically,
you
time
get
travel
a form
forward
of
fast-
time travel if you can move faster than light. Yes.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So when you
Blaine
say
is-
space
Blaine-
travel, time travel, that's the same.
Blaine, you're just assuming that if we discover technology, we can just like move a little bit faster. Like you don't. You're. Here's what you're doing. You're doing this thing.
and
You're
you're
saying-
assuming it will solve all the problems.
You're doing what leftists do.
You're
doing
assuming
what
we
leftists-
get time travel
No,
because of
bro.
aliens.
Bro, you're doing what leftists do. They say, "Oh, we can."
Oh,
we can
am
end
I?
Climate change. Yeah. They're like, we can end fossil fuels right now. We can transition to
his
electric
damn
vehicles
electric
right now,
cars.
and nothing bad will happen. And I have no ramifications like 100 years in the future. And it's like no, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen if we end like.
So
all
you don't know either, correct?
No, that's the point. I don't.
Then
I would.
why
I
are
would
you
start
so scared
panicking.
of it?
Because nobody knows what the fuck is now.
It's okay.
Hey,
We're
Bro.
gonna make it through,
In our-
buddy.
in our
the
world
level
right
of
now,
comfort with
we're in
the
a
unknown is
comfort.
different
We're in a
here.
comfort zone. We're in a comfort zone right
I
now.
wish I had
We
We're
know
in a
it's scary.
comfort zone. I'm trying to
Right
comfort
now.
you at the
No.
thought of aliens existing.
No. Well, you should be more afraid. That's the problem.
Why?
Why?
what
Fear
does
doesn't
the
help.
fear do?
How
See,
does
yeah,
this
I
benefit
got
you by
see,
being afraid?
now I'm not. This I can't agree with
Yep,
Lofty. Like,
I told you,
the
Leo.
fear won't solve anything.
No.
At least right now in the interim, so I don't see a point in being afraid. I see a point in questioning it, playing out scenarios, trying to figure out what the best course of action
Okay,
would be.
okay, not
depending on
Not
experience A, B,
you
C,
shouldn't be
but-
more afraid, but you should be more. You should be more. You should be less. You should be less optimistic about the future. If aliens.
Oh, should I?
Yes,
Why?
absolutely. Because
Listen,
any
all right,
kind
Lofty.
of because
If aliens
any
exist,
when an unknown situation occurs to you,
okay.
if you have like ultimate optimism in terms of oh everything's going to work out fine, that's not a good idea.
It is a
It usually
great
does.
idea.
Okay,
It's
now you're
worked
calling
for me
all of my
every
life into
time.
question. I'm taking this personally because no matter what happens, I'm like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's like it's usually gonna be fine. Like
You
don't
have to
worry about
work
it.
to make it fine sometimes, but it'll be okay.
Yeah, it's not like it's not gonna be work for like some troubles you run into, but usually
Guys, you
it's
should
gonna be
make a
fine.
disaster
Like,
plan where
usually
you
it's
go
gonna
and
be
collect
fine.
Lofty.
Yeah, apparently.
We're gonna have to collect the pieces of Lofty to put them back together.
No.
Well, Michael, not all of them, and the ones that
not
did,
all of them, but still.
they may have given a little bit of radiation poisoning to the wife's pussies. So
Okay, so what happens? So in an optimist's mindset,
Okay.
why don't we just end all fossil fuel consumption right now? It
Because
sounds
race cars are
That's
fun.
not how that works.
Well, no, okay, Lofty. To be fair,
And
you
they
can be a
sound nice.
logical optimist. Like I could be optimistic about the future of getting rid of fossil fuels, while logically knowing ending them all right now would cause literally an extinction level event.
It's
So
kind of
optimism doesn't just mean do the thing and it'll work out. Optimism means
right. You have to
things
take
will
into
work out
account.
if you follow steps X,
You have
Y,
to
Z.
you
and
have
a
to
plan in
plan
place.
ahead. You have to understand what's
which
coming.
I am.
What
and
are you
your
planning
plan is
ahead for?
hide
Lofty?
under
You're
the
just like,
covers.
I am going to break down mentally. I'm never
Blaine,
going to recover.
Blaine.
Yeah.
I'm saying. If quantum anti-gravity technology is suddenly discovered,
Anti-gravity technology is not going to.
are you a physicist? Do you know what the future holds in a world like that?
with
All right,
we
my
actually have-
anti-gravity
roommate just
technology?
appeared.
Yeah,
I told you he was
anti-gravity
obsessed with
technology
aliens
already,
appeared.
by
He
the
might have
way.
some thoughts.
You
on
know,
this. We'll
you know,
jump
you
in.
know
Yeah.
everything.
We have magnets.
much
You can use
easier.
magnets
Like
as anti-gravity
fabrication is going to be
technology.
easier. Travel is going to be easier. Transportation is going to be easier. A
Yeah.
bunch of things will get
You don't
easier
think
eventually.
anything could go wrong?
Sure.
I don't speak
What do you mean?
Spanish.
What about artificial
Anything can go wrong?
Wait, let me ask you this guy.
Anything can go
Wait.
wrong right now.
This could end everything.
Okay.
Are you guys
Why?
at all
Why?
are you guys at all concerned at all about artificial intelligence?
Concerned
guy.
how?
About the end
Yo,
essentially
Leon,
the
has
end of
anyone
No.
ever
human
told your
civilization.
friend he looks
No,
like
the civilization will
died
not
Hey,
end
you're
because of AI.
you're insane.
cabin fever?
You're
You
insane.
think civilization's
Leon
going to
has a
end because
son.
AI exists?
Yes.
It's not even intelligent
They say
yet.
you look like the guy from Cabin
Okay.
Fever.
All right. Well, we're never going to agree.
Lofty,
so.
do you think
Like,
AI is
yeah,
actually
be
sentient?
opposed.
No,
Well, then why are
okay.
you scared of it?
because just because it's not sentient now doesn't mean it won't be sentient in 7,000 years.
Okay,
What do you
well,
think
when
in
you're there
7,000
years away from here, I'll worry about it. Hey, new friend. Who
That's,
are you?
about
that's what I
9,000
said.
years?
What are we
You're
supposed
only
to
worried
do
about
now
the
from
immediate
Simba?
future.
Why do
You're
I
only
care
worried
what
about the
happens in
immediate.
7,000 years?
Loud
Oh
noises.
my God! See,
Ah.
I'm way more
You're-
responsible than you. That's
You-
why.
Responsible? You're talking
Yeah.
about
What the fuck are you talking about, Lofty?
700
It doesn't
generations.
matter.
It
7,000
doesn't matter
years
to
from
you.
now.
It
We
It
couldn't
doesn't
do
matter to you.
anything
It matters-
about that.
It doesn't matter to you. It matters to our
So, guys.
children.
So-
Oh
wait,
my
I'm sorry.
God.
Hey,
it matters
hey,
to
hey,
who?
let me ask you guys something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, go
And
ahead.
this will be the only
Wait,
input I put.
Real quick. Hi, new
so-
guy.
Hello. Much love, guys. But
Hey, Nate.
so I heard this one thing. I can't remember if it was from the Y-Files or whatever channel I was watching. I'm a huge alien nut. But one thing that I heard that I've been most interested in lately that kind of got my attention was so supposedly there's this guy who was able to like astral project or whatever you call it, and then these aliens somewhat astral projected back and communicated with them. But other than that, what supposedly he had heard and what was said was really what caught my attention, and it was, how do you feel about human beings? And they said it's kind of like, and you know, in my words, it's kind of like the way you guys feel about birds, you know. And that was like something that I was like, whoa, holy shit, like aliens could be living here inside the core, you know, because we stay inside houses, but on the surface, like maybe that's, you know.
It could be,
Right.
yeah.
But anywho, I'm like,
Are you asking?
yeah, I'm
Are
asking,
you
like,
asking
what do you
if
guys think
birds are-
about that? Like that?
I
that
guess
idea.
it could be. It's like we
Okay,
wouldn't really
so that's
know.
that's the
yeah.
question, and we're gonna start at the bottom. And as we answer, I'm kicking you all out because
I'm gonna
I've had
leave
these red
anyway.
lights for
Good
far
night.
too long. Michael, what do you think about? Oh, all right, Serranos.
I
Thoughts
was gonna say,
on
I mean,
aliens thinking of us as birds?
depending how advanced they are, that would be very generous, yeah. And yeah, that'd be very generous of them to be like interested in studying humans, yeah. I don't think that would be that strange of an idea of wanting to study a different species that has sentience. Yeah, that's about it.
Cool. Thank you, everyone. You can find Serranos on his channel. He does video game stuff. He's playing games as we speak. Tim, what do you think about this? Of aliens
Yeah,
thinking
real
we're like
quick.
birds?
Oh yeah, I thought I was
Real quick is what I'd like.
connecting
Yeah,
it. Yeah, connecting.
connecting it to Hollywood.
Uh,
Are you working on that
Yeah,
still?
no, yeah. My source is from Disney, man, Eagle Finger and whatever. But let me get to the point. So yeah, like there's this theory that like, you know, dinosaurs came from the sea and kind of developed kind of into birds, into the creatures, right? So that's kind of my answer. Take it for what you will.
Okay. Lofty, what do you think about if aliens think we're birds? Lofty, did the aliens get you? Okay,
He's been
Kidda.
abducted. Shit.
Kidda, what do you think?
I just hope they like us. Then I hope they don't think we're like chickens. I hope that they'll think we're like parrots, or maybe I hope they have affection for us.
Okay. Nice.
Nice.
Leon?
Tucker Carlson has actually posited this theory. I won't lie. It's so funny. I didn't realize that's what he was going to come on and say. But Tucker Carlson said the same thing, that he believes that there is alien life that's been living under the ocean. So I'm inclined to believe that could be a possibility. You know, if Tucker says it, it must be true. Like,
It's just like the way we look at other.
But like, what
animals,
about like the
birds,
thought of
fish,
us looking
stuff
at
like that,
birds,
that's the way they
aliens
look
looking at us? Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I look at my bird as a supremely intelligent being for a bird, like for an animal. Obviously, I'm top dog. I'm part of the human species, but I look at my bird and think this is the smartest pet I've ever owned. So I can see aliens being like, yeah, for mammals or for mud monkeys, like these are really, really advanced mud monkeys, but we're still the top of the food chain.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you open since you've got Noof Buddy who brought the question. Since Lofty's not here. I think it would be fascinating to be on the other end of a pet dynamic like that, because we have the addition of language beyond sentience. So yes, they may be like, oh, we think of you the same way you think of birds, but like we don't think of birds really as communicative as, you know, sometimes like Polly or other shows will make them appear to be. So it would be interesting to be able to still communicate or see how well we can communicate with a race like that. Ultimately, though, if we're on that kind of level, though, one second, Lofty, then it would just I just would want to talk about what that dynamic like means. Like, is it a pet dynamic? Are they like taking care of us? Are they dropping stuff on this planet? Like what's going on there? Because that whole idea where you get the again, the language is what changes things, I think, in my mind.
Yeah, no, I've always viewed language almost as magic. Like even CDs, I understand like how format and all that works, but like I'm still to this day, I'm halfway being funny, but like a little Magic Man being in a box, and like how like just technology is like gone so far. And language has always been very magical to me. Like, how the hell did language start and get so sophisticated to this day? But yeah, no, I would like if it ever happened, that's the most important part of it, in my opinion, is the whole language. But yeah, no, not so much. I don't know. Maybe like whenever I had heard about this theory, it wasn't so much like as pets, like we're being kept as pets, but like. It's like how we view animals. Like, yeah, they live on this earth too, but they don't really like. If we need to hunt them, we do. Like birds, mainly, we just don't fuck with them as long as they don't get too crazy or anything.
Unless they're chickens.
And maybe that's you know, aliens might live here in the earth. Who knows? But anyways, it was I found it very intriguing.
Yeah. Lofty, what do you think about the idea that aliens think we're birds? And keep it in this side of the 1,000-year mark.
Did everybody just leave? Am I?
No, I've been counting it down because I'm ending stream. You guys can all jump over to Words of Paradise over on Leon's channel if you'd like.
Well, yeah, I think. I mean, that's like a nice like theory tied into a little bow. Like it's like. It's just it sounds like something that like humans would do, and I don't think aliens. I think especially if we're talking about like interdimensional beings, like I think we have to think outside the box. Probably, like I don't think like the concept of a zoo is the same as like a 5-dimensional creature's concept of like whatever the fuck we are.
Why are they 5-dimensional all of a sudden? Just think. What about?
Well, I'm just saying like we're we're thinking aliens are just like biological creatures from another planet, but like, what if?
I'm not thinking that. I'm just asking you. What if they think you're a bird,
What if they think I'm a bird?
or the equivalent of a bird?
Then I wouldn't be as worried, I guess.
Nice. Okay.
I would still think that the fact that they exist is like an existential crisis for
But you
humanity.
would still exist. Humanity still exists at the behest of the bird
Yeah,
lovers.
but if Goku appeared in front of me, I would have an existential crisis and I would still exist.
If
So I don't know
Goku
what-
appeared in front of you, you would have
Yeah.
an existential crisis. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
say,
would.
Toss me a Senzu bean and let's go do this.
No, I would not. No,
All right.
I would have an existential crisis. If Mario appeared in front of me, I would panic, and I would be like, "Well,
Probably
my
take him
entire
first.
worldview is fucked."
All right, everybody. That was fun. I don't care about 7,000 years from now, and I drive an EV because it's fast, not because it's good for the environment. So, new friend, it was good to meet you. I hope to have
You
more
as well,
fun
buddy.
alien stuff. I love this kind of stuff. So I want to
It's
dig
fun.
into that. I don't want to dig into the "aren't you going to cry for 7,000 years" part. I want more of the fun alien chat. So Lofty, let's get a little more fun alien stuff. next time,
Oh
all
my
right?
god! All right, we'll be more casual and like normie about it, and we'll just like come
Oh,
up with
yeah.
like random theories that like don't exist. But okay.
Yeah.
I'd
Random
much rather
theories.
worry about 7,000 years in the future.
All right, hey, can I throw one out there?
Yeah,
You
throw it
guys
out.
can go away if you want. But what about the Hollow Earth or the Hollow Moon theory?
Hollow Earth is retarded.
No.
No, you're just not buying into it.
No, that's
No.
retarded.
maybe a complex maze
What about the
system, but
flat
not
Earth?
hollow.
Flat Earth.
The Flat Earth is totally true. We
I
all
think
know.
Hollow
We all
Earth
know.
is literally impossible, yeah.
All right, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your evenings, and I'll catch you all tomorrow for Waifu
Thanks,
Wednesday. Come on, everyone.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.